I think it's generally understood that if you want to be a better writer, you have to write a lot, that it takes a lot of practice to become a better writer. And that there's this misconception or idea that editors, though, separate from writers, have all the answers, that it's more black and white when it comes to editing, and the editor will know if this is right or this is wrong. And becoming a better editor is very similar to becoming a better writer, and it takes a lot of practice. It's not just like you take a copy editing course and you know everything. Of course, there are grammar rules and spelling rules and punctuation rules and all the things that editors tend to like, and what makes them want to become editors in the first place, like learning those things. Like, that's definitely, having that knowledge is definitely a part of it. But what people don't really realize a lot of the time is that editors are really good at looking things up. That's part of their skill set. It's not that they know all the answers. They know how to find the answers quickly, and they know how to implement them with confidence. So it also varies depending on the publication. What could be correct for one publication is going to be incorrect for another. So it's not just, again, this black and white thing where, well, the editor will know the answer. The writer, might just give their original draft to the editor and say, you fix it, you know what you're doing. And it really depends on the editor's judgment call. So editors know how to look things up. They know how to make quick and confident judgment calls. And they don't take anything for granted. When they're editing, a lot of writers will think, oh, my writing's done, just needs a quick look over, and then it's ready to publish. And, saying that a piece of writing is fine to an editor is like a joke, because editors don't think anything is fine. We're skeptical about everything, but that, again, is part of our skill set. So I always have an open browser tab whenever I'm editing anything. And I look up things that I should probably know and that I've probably looked up a million times, but you do that because that is your job as an editor. So if there's a 1% doubt in my head that something could be wrong, if a word, if I'm not 100% sure of a meaning of a word and I'm not sure if the writer used it correctly, I'll look it up. And, most of the time it will be fine, but that 1% chance will say, like, they used that word, but that actually isn't the correct meaning, and we're going to do the reader a disservice if I leave it in, so I'll find a similar word that will replace it, or things like that, or names of companies, proper names. Even if you think a name is spelled correctly, look it up, unless you're 100% sure, because you actually have seen it 100 times and you're sure. An example of that are companies like Walmart or Snapchat. Are they one word? Are they two words? Are they one word with for Walmart, the W and the M are capitalized, or for Snapchat, the S and the C are capitalized? I think I know the answer to those questions of how to properly write out those names, but I'm going to look them up anyways. Just from memory, I think Walmart is just one word with a W capitalized, and Snapchat is one word with the S capitalized. But I'm doubting myself right now, and that is why we look things up. I think that's a really good example. Even if you've seen things so many times, if you want to get it right in your writing, you look it up and don't take anything for granted. So that is what editors do, and that takes practice, just as becoming a good writer takes practice. And if you want to become a better writer, please join me every week on the Revision Fairy channel. I'd love it if you gave this video a thumbs up and subscribe so that you get a little notification from me well, you have to tap the notification bell too. So many steps. But if you subscribe, you'll get a notification from me every week with a new writing tip. I will see you in the next video.